Hello YouTube Wise, FIFA here, coming at you today on Wednesday with the Marquee Matchup prediction for November 25th, 26th, and 27th. That's this weekend coming up. The Marquee Matchups will probably be released tomorrow in the afternoon, so I'm going to give you guys some time because now it's Wednesday. There's a bomb team of the week that just came out, so we're going to do a little pack opening at the end, hopefully pull some of that striker Ronaldo second in form. But now a lot of these player prices are going to be going for lows, considering a ton of packs are going to be open, especially for such a solid team of the week. So now is the time to get some investments in before tomorrow when the prices are going to inflate, and they'll inflate even more on Saturday. So what we're going at you today with is I'm going to give you guys the 4 marquee matchups that I think are going to be in the squad builder this week, and then a couple sleepers. So I'm going to take you guys to the transfer targets. That's the wrong one. Transfer list. So the coin totals dropped a little bit because I built a pretty solid team, hopefully getting in the weekend league, and then I also have to sell on this Podolski here. But you can see we're going to start off with the Montreal Impact versus Toronto. This is called the 401 Derby, and they're in the matchup in the MLS semifinals. This is a big rival in Canada and in the MLS between the Canadian teams. So I definitely think they're going to include this, especially since its playoff implications. It's a solid matchup between two really good teams, and there's enough golds that they could make it a gold requirement, but also don't be afraid to pick up some silver and bronze from these teams at 150, because worst comes to worst, you can sell them on because of that Giovinco squad builder. The next marquee matchup you're going to see, I have a Tottenham player there, and I'm going to call that we're going to play between Tottenham and Chelsea. They're having a little London derby in the BPL, and I think that that's a solid league that they can continue to build off. I know they have the player of the month for Hazard. However, those requirements are so ridiculously high that the lower rated BPL players are actually selling for pretty low. So you can definitely pick up some good players there and definitely have some good investments. I don't pick up too many of them just because I'm not a big fan of trading in the BPL, but that's a personal thing. So, I mean, if you guys want to trade with the BPL, go for it. I'm not saying don't. It's just a personal thing. The next one we're going to have is between Werder Bremen and Hamburg. This is called like the Northern Derby or something. I'm sorry if I butchered that, the German. That is definitely one I think they're going to feature, considering that they love to feature the Bundesliga. It's a good league with a lot of good gold players to make creative squad builders and have some fun. So definitely go ahead and out there and pick up Hamburg and Werder Bremen players. Werder Bremen's my favorite team in Germany, so I just definitely had to get them in here anyways. Third, we're going to go to Argentina between Independent and Racing Club. These are two really solid teams in the Argentinian league. They have a long rivalry, and EA has definitely favored the Argentinian league in terms of derbies. So this is actually a really solid rivalry I think they're going to pursue, considering that you can have, there's a good amount of gold players in the league in total, but also for these two teams specifically. And lastly, the last one is going to be, we're going to Mexico for this one. We have America, and that is not, that's Monterrey, but America versus Chivas Guadalajara. And so this is a really solid matchup in the actual the Liga MX playoffs. Really looking forward to possibly trying to get some footage or watching some of these games. And these two teams, America has a lot of gold players, whereas Guadalajara doesn't have too many. So this might be one of those squad builders where feel free to go pick up a couple of the silver players from Guadalajara. But at the same time, the Mexican League does have a lot of golds, so they can make this a really solid squad builder challenge, and you can make some serious money, I think, on these two teams. And regardless, if you pick up a lot of these players for even the lowest price, it's best to invest in the non-rares, because then you have low risk of of them falling below their buy nows, because you're picking up these players for 450, 500 coins, and you can sell them on if they are in the marquee matchups for in the thousands, and worst comes to worst, you can sell them on for like 600 overnight and still make profit. So this is a really good method if you're trying to make some quick coins, no matter how many coins you have. This is definitely a method that could probably help you double your coins in a weekend. And lastly, I mentioned that there's going to be a couple sleepers for this, and both of them are actually going to come from Ligue 1. So, Olympique Lyon versus Paris Saint-Germain. Those two teams have a little rivalry. And then Bastia versus Nice. Those also have a local or regional derby as well. The thing is, I'm not necessarily too keen on including the Ligue 1 in this squad builder challenge marquee matchups, just because of the fact that they already have the Lacazette card up and they have the Blalas Matuidi squad builder challenge up. Both of those squad builder challenges have really raised the price of those players, so I can only, if they have 3 squad builder challenges for the league, those player prices are going to be extremely high. So I tried to get in on some of those players, but if that's the case, guys, I won't have too many of them, but hopefully you guys can maybe hedge your bets and pick up a couple. And so lastly, I'm going to go over a little recap before we get into the packs, or I'll get into the recap as we're opening the packs. There is a sick team of the week this week. Hopefully we can pull this striker Ronaldo out of this double team in the week pack. But like I said, make sure you leave, Gonalons, that's nice. He'll pair well with that squad builder Matuidi that we picked up. And then Suso, really good former Liverpool player, but he's playing well in Milan. So, as I was saying, the good team of the week, hopefully that you guys can leave any matchups that you think I have missed in the comment section below. I'm always open to hearing what you guys have to say. And like I said, there's definitely a little bit of time left so that you can invest in players, especially because their prices are going to dip. Sorry that there's a truck coming by. I'm back home. Oh, that's a solid pull from the Bundesliga. Got some MLS players that might be going for a little bit, as well as that Miralas, that Belgian from the BPL, is a solid pull. And we got Dennis from the I believe that is Independent. So that Independent, or however you say it. I'm sorry if any of you guys are Argentinian. Let me know. So honestly, I'm just going to store all of these guys in the club, and we will move on. I'm going to quick sell this stadium to the last pack. So as I open the last pack, I'll give you guys a quick little recap. So we're going to go with Chelsea versus Tottenham, Hamburg versus Bremen. That's definitely a big one. Independent versus Racing Club in Argentina, really big one too. And lastly, we're going to go with Club America and Chivas Guadalajara. Feel like those two definitely have prospects of being the big rivalries. Unfortunately, no informs in this, but Mandzukic, I'm never afraid to get a good player like that. And we got another Argentinian from the Argentinian League who could be going for a lot if those two Argentinians do play. And just to recap the sleepers, Nice and Bastia, as well as Olympique Lyon and Paris Saint-Germain. So look out for that. Leave any comments or advice, but keep doing what you're doing, guys. The support has been amazing. Like and subscribe, but most importantly, stay wise.